let's just get it. Can I erase this? Guys, like roughly, like, how are you doing, like, when we were working around, like, do you get stuff done, like, like, raise your hand if you're, like, done with it, want to move on. No? Okay, you're working.
Done with it doesn't necessarily mean complete.
It means it's
The
like,
done means
you
ready to
want to
move
move on to something
on.
else, yeah.
Complete
So-
is also okay, but.
Okay, what we can do is, everyone's gonna show, like, we're gonna do like a quick workshop on collisions. That basically means like, when two objects intersect in piping. Okay, just like detecting that, so we're gonna do collision, whoa. Collisions, and that's gonna be like 20 minutes. Yeah, okay, it's like 20 minutes. Then we can work on it for like, I don't know, an hour. So that's how much you guys want. If you guys wanna just move on, we could do that too. Oh, we do. Oh, it's like 40 minutes. And then we can do like show and tell, like as people are working to, you wanna show off your stuff, you can put it up in the projector. So cool, let's do that. Alright.
So just a quick announcement. If you guys are familiar with Professor Jim Town, he works at the computer lab. He's setting up a new library where you can blend electronics. So if you worked with Arduinos before, those microcontrollers, you can blend these cool stuff where you can tinker with yourself, and you get to learn new things. And if you're interested, it's in the Discord, in the announcements, and you can just sign in during the waitlist. And hopefully we get those stuff ready so we can do a hardware workshop here in the club. Okay. So today I'm just gonna go over some simple stuff about collision and sound. How does two objects collide and how do you get them to collide, and after they collide, what do you want to do with that? So if you want, you can create a new folder or file, .py, and just init the file. So game import. So you just basically initializing it, and then you need the screen height. So whenever you doing these projects, you want to set the constants. Screen. So like that, and then so I'm just gonna do a showcase of this. So type down solution.py. So right here, it's just a small little two rectangles where I'm drawing with the rect object here. And then how I'm moving this is with my mouse. And then basically I use the collide rect function here, checking if the first rectangle collides with the optical rectangle. And then if it does, it changes the color to red, it plays a sound. So let's see the play sound. So yeah, it's basically simple collisions. So if you're creating any game, example, you're creating a car game, and you want to collide with walls or different cars, you can create a collision basically logic for that. So it's pretty simple. You can look up on the Pygame docs if you want. But essentially, what I do is I just import Pygame, and Pygame has this collide rect. So when you initialize your first rectangle, it's Pygame rect, and what it does, it sets the width and the height of it to 25 pixels. And then the optical rectangle, so this is the random object here, basically creates a number from 0 to 500, and that sets the position of my x and my y position. And then it's also the same width and height as the first rectangle. So whenever I run this, it shows me a random position. So, and then if you want to define the colors, you can do too. It's an RGB, red, green, and blue. And then for the sound, we have mixer.sound. It's also in the Pygame docs. So usually I also have my assets like pictures and audio in one single folder, and I just import it to here. So I just make it as a boop sound, and then this is just hides the cursor, the rest is the true, which is I think is default. It just shows the cursor. Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. And then this is my main like game loop. So while true, I make the green background. Okay, then I set the current color, so it's green. So it's on the side. The color of the object is green, and then if the first rectangle collides with the obstacle rectangle, it plays a sound. That's it. That's basically it. But if you also want to do like something else, like explosion, like include explosion, something like that. So you can do a lot of cool stuff, or maybe like if you have like a Mario game and you have like a coin, you can like add scores to it and make like a cool like ding sound. So that's just the basic of it. And then this is how I get my mouse position. So Pygame has its own like mouse object here where you get the position and you set it as the position. And you grab the center of the rectangle, the first one, and it's equal to your mouse position. It's pretty simple. And then we've done Blitz before, like drawing on the screen. This is just the same thing, but using as rectangles. But if you're wondering what if I'm using circles, you can, if your object is a circle, you can always do this, draw a circle.
You'd have to change the collision type too.
You have to collision type too, so yeah. And then like collide rect, you can do collide circle like that. And then that's it. So it says simple collision. I think I'm gonna send this in the Discord. So if you guys want, I have the sample code here in the collisions.py. If you want to see, so it's just simple collision stuff and simple audio stuff that can probably like bring more life to your program. It's pretty simple, and yeah. And also, if you want to have multiple objects too, you create a list of objects, and then you just create different rectangles, and you append that to the obstacle. So like having like an array, and you adding like obstacles in that array. And then to draw that, make sure you do Pygame rect draw. But then instead of just having the simple draw on its own, you need to create a for loop for each obstacle in the obstacles array. And then you can draw it. So let's try this. So we have different random boxes. We can add like some random to the game. And then I can include the sound. So, and then it's assets. I think it's 6. Then it's in here, so when collision, if it collides, I just do I think that's correct. So just include it, and then
Oh man, 50 cents an hour, bro. Just kidding. What's up, guys?
Just say, hey, there's
Yeah.
pizza right there.
Sign-in
So
sheets
just
back
walk
here.
in,
basically.
just walk
And then if you want
That's
the report here, then yeah, that's asset collision and use it to your game.
the station.
Oh yeah, this is
Hold on,
just
before you move on, I have a question. When it plays the sound on the collision, is it only playing the sound once, or is it?
right. So it's only once. So okay. By the way, if you guys are wondering where to get free sounds, let me grab this real quick. This is where you can get
Nice, leave it there.
open source sounds. So it's
Yeah.
freesound.org. And then what I did, I just searched a boop sound. So like,
Edward dropped a link
and
for
then I
that,
think I grabbed this one.
that he's talking about.
Yeah,
in
so it
Discord.
plays for 1 second only. So each collision, it plays for 1, but then in this function here, it checks if it's colliding. So if it's still colliding, it'll keep on playing. But it plays like intervals. Example, kind of like that.
I was like, hold on, dude, you're going up next.
But you can always have like add a flag to maybe only play once.
So here's another question. If you
I wanted,
play,
I wanted you to change
quickly
the
move your cursor between
formula to
two
real life.
boxes, will it play the sound twice?
Probably.
You don't watch that on YouTube?
And you can't type it
It really does.
Right,
always
right,
make my-
I guess that locks the.
So right now you don't have one cut, so that'd be an interesting way to upgrade it. Make it so every collision plays the sound exactly once.
I think sounds like we're probably gonna take on that. I'm guessing.
Let me see. Let me download another one.
Or maybe the logic just gets stuck and it waits
Yeah.
for the chain to click and it just runs.
Let us
There's probably some
call
way
it
to
robo form.
guarantee to have lots of sound at once.
It's like running synchronously, yeah.
You can also add like background music to it too. I think it's in here.
See, this is what you use JavaScript for.
So right here, load of music, and then you can play it. So let me get some background music. What do you guys like?
And for everybody that just walked in, if you wanna just sign in real quick, it helps a lot. Helps us like when we do our clubs and events board meetings to get funding, we show them this as proof that people are coming to our meetings. So that's how we like pay for pizza. So if you guys haven't signed in, please sign in. It helps a lot.
My son, my name's what?
Nice.
Yeah, you're all worth like.
We're building a website, we need to come to the server.
Yeah. Nah, hopefully, I think we should just like, try and fight for like all that.
I totally forgot about the username.
Change it so they have to buy like Windows.
It's my
This thing?
my IDN.
This is
Oh,
a,
at least.
Yeah. So let me just
no, all you would do is their Chromebooks.
click on the name of that sound.
Those are even worse because you can't even use
Sure,
this.
it's
okay.
directory.
They don't do Chromebooks.
I mean, they will eventually help.
No, I think the whole point of them is that they can't.
Anyways, it sucks anyways because they're on the list for this now. You're not ever gonna be admin over there.
So initialize it. Do this. Do load. So
Let's save it. You don't have to save all of it.
Right.
This is a movement form I made. So this.
Oh, I see a flag file.
So this is for just rotation. It's taking your acceleration into. It takes your actual acceleration
So
into
it's all
account when
part of
you're
the-
rotating. So the faster you're going, the faster you can rotate. So that's one of the reasons why you
Do you have to reinstall Git
back
on
off
this,
and you just make it
computer every time you use it?
No,
you
no,
know,
it's
you go
it's
really slow
right then and there.
going,
Yeah.
They don't
and
like
you
it.
start doing
They don't
full
like it.
circles.
They also save the programming club
Yeah.
files.
Before
Yeah,
it's
it
really
is.
wide circles and then.
It's just different users.
No, it doesn't really affect much because I'm just holding W. But,
And then after
oh
this,
yeah,
you
there's
just,
also a deceleration.
and then you just play. I think.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Well, sure.
Yeah, that's just taking, whenever you hit your W, it'll just increase acceleration. And then whenever you hit space,
It might wait
decrease
for the
or
process
bring
to
it down.
stop executing before
If
then
you hit
you run the
space,
rest of the
it'll
distract.
just be, it's a hard break.
Handbrake?
Yeah, handbrake. If you hit down, it will brake and reverse. I don't actually use handbrake. think about making it affect the drifting eventually,
Because the other one.
but I couldn't think of how the formula would work.
When do you unload the other one?
No, I don't know.
You still go
that's
forward,
that's
but
not-
your back tire is gonna move, or your front, depending on what you drive.
Well, I would have to,
Well-
I would have to, yeah, well, that's why the drifting would work, but I don't know.
Technically, the handbrake is always the rear tires. But you
And
can
that's why the
still
drifting.
brake the
So like right now,
rear
there's
tire.
only,
It would just, if you have an LSD, it would know you're braking and it wouldn't let it slip.
yeah, well, how this works right now
Change it
is,
to let it slip or not slip.
yeah,
You do the e-brake.
well, right now you constantly have a little bit of slip because of the inertia system, but, like, okay. So this is
Well,
just
this
the
is
slowdown
like-
feature, whenever your A is
So, yeah.
greater than zero,
I
it'll
think it takes
apply, just like an effect.
I think it
Even
saves
if
it.
A is within a certain range, it's just like the.
Yeah, I think it stays into the.
Because of, because of weird acceleration.
You misspelled it.
Because your acceleration's not always just a set value. So
What?
since it's,
Down slightly, just in case of
An
the
acceleration.
no,
Because if
I just,
some, because those sounds aren't too loud.
I
but
just
some,
built this from scratch.
some at very big volume happens to.
the acceleration is just a value that increases. And then, and then the movement,
Like debug
your,
session.
technically your movement for your acceleration.
You made
Thanks,
the,
Mhm.
hit on the graph, right, the sign.
Mhm. It's so it takes your sine and cosine, which makes a tangent, and it just moves you
I think
in
the,
that.
wait,
And
Bob will be correct.
depending on your
Try going
radius,
back up.
gives you, so pretty much your whole entire movement is based on a unicircle. So as it increases, it will give you a different point, which, if you remember from unicircles, each point along the curve in radians has an x and a y, like, value. And when it's at the top,
Should we get
it's like,
started and each one?
Yeah.
0, 1,
Alright guys.
1, negative 1, 0, so on and so forth. But your,
So
but
hopefully
yeah,
you
like,
saw
the
how
tangent's always
two
one.
collisions, that helps a lot.
Well, it's 1.
So I'd say if we work on like the projects for like 40 more minutes. I don't know, how much time do you think you
I
guys
can
think you need?
Yeah,
I'll
you're
probably
gonna have to go through and teach it
How close are we on projects? Like how much time do you guys want today? And then because I was thinking we
Well-
should do like a show and tell session after.
Yeah, I think, we should have some guys maybe present some of their stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but do you guys want some time to work on it before we jump into that? I mean, you don't have to show your project either, like, it's up to you.
Or if there's anything cool out of it.
How much time do you need? I know you're pretty close.
I could go for as long as I want, because
Okay, cool.
I can talk.
And if you need help, if you have like nothing, or like if you just like want help and like wanna learn and like don't really wanna like finish a project, that's fine, I'll be going around too. So yeah, let's do like 40 minutes, and we're just gonna be messing around with the sun. Yeah, let's show off some cool stuff at like 4:20, 4:30, yeah?
Well, we have to do the thing too.
It's fine, we'll just do it like after, like us. Like we don't need to do it with everybody, it's just off.
Alright, well, it would be nice.
Huh?
What's up? This is a big thing.
We'll see.
Programming
It's not a
club?
huge thing.
I mean,
it's not a huge deal.
You don't look that good today, bro. You look like you've been drinking monsters and going to hackathons.
Yeah.
Nice day.
I'm a little bit sleep deprived, not gonna lie, but
Like you've been drinking.
monsters. Okay, but yeah. Do you want me to catch you up or?
I'm good, I'll just jump.
Okay,
in,
cool,
man.
cool, cool.
Let's see what we got, I'm curious.
How about you, Dennis?
I don't know, maybe like.
I can do like sit down here too, 'cause I-
Hey,
How about you guys? Yes, yeah, I know this.
right now, this is,
Probably like-
I still have a lot of, dead text in here still. Like, if you notice this stuff, this is just chord readouts and like math.
Oh, you guys?
Yeah, how'd you get into do that?
Oh,
You
it's,
guys have Regal, right?
Yeah, I switched it.
Oh, that's cool.
this is,
You send it to
Was this
Oh, yeah, I
text
did.
a
file or was
and
this-
you're reading it.
were you
Oh,
guys
no.
like here?
it's actually just a variable, but, set to be a string value.
Oh, you guys, you guys have
So it
like
takes your variable, and then it sets your chord readout that updates at the end, and then it screen builds it as a text. So you know how they had the score in the diamond game?
Right, yeah.
I just kind of hamstring that into making it into. Mhm.
Hamstring.
We having trouble running into
Jury. Well, I'm trying to figure out what I was thinking was like,
I've heard it. I got the memes right now, like green, white, sling black. Get a grip, pal. I called my buddy the other day in the library and I was like, get a grip, pal.
Did you join our group last week? Like,
2 weeks ago.
yes, because there wasn't a thing last week.
missed out.
Yeah, I literally didn't touch it since
Yeah.
my crap title
I mean,
screen.
to be honest,
and
I haven't either.
whatever
I
it is,
eventually
yeah.
was like, okay, I'm gonna bring it next week and ask people what they want to add.
I wasn't here.
Because I feel like I've been doing a lot of programming work. I feel like well, no, I haven't even been doing
Well, you've done
programming.
it.
I've been in Desmos.
No, no, like.
That's why I'm connected.
Yeah.
Like, I have a graph.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, where were you?
Did you never class?
Oh, no, this is the program.
one section of six.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, no, but it's actually how I figured out how to do some of the equations.
But I think I would be more chill after Richmond, the graduate.
Oh, no, this is, Desmos.
Or what?
Yeah, the what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
310.
Desmos is
I
a common.
don't even search Google.
But my teacher doesn't find that on my
I mean, you might use
It's like,
You notice how I named this graph pain?
Let me say like, we're gonna cheat anyway, so I'm not gonna.
Pain.
Okay, well, I get, I
Let me
guess,
just-
I mean, that's step one.
No, no,
Clear
yeah,
this-
kind of legit.
where that data is.
Huh?
Yep. It is literally graph calculator. So, you see this graph right here? This is the function I have in the actual program. So right now, this is the formula, except x is r. So pretty much what it does is, the peak, I forgot the name of that, but the peak point is always at, is at 45, and then after another 45, it's 0. The reason for this is, if you remember, when this thing rotates, it moves down every 45 degrees and then moves slightly up afterwards. So at every interval of 90, it's perfectly centered.
Dude, better get this guy. This guy's going to San Luis Obispo. He only cares about the women and the alcohol.
What, no.
Your public
I'm only picking on you.
thing.
You're like always like quiet and.
It's always the, okay, but yeah, using Desmos, you can see there's a lot of iterations here. This is because I was literally just banging my head for like multiple days, trying to figure out how I was going to fix that rotation feature. Because if I needed to fix that for me to work on it.
The data structure in 440.
But, yeah, pretty much all this thing does is
Do you take physics?
it's a constant curve that will go hit 1 about at 45, and then it'll hit 0 at 90, and then it'll go back and keep on doing that. And since, because
Yeah,
it's taking a
definitely,
rotation,
yeah.
and at 45, it gives you back 1, and at 90, it gives you back 0. So then, if you know what value you need to shift your image up when you're rotating, because if your image is now 45 degrees, it's in the bottom corner.
So I was running
And then as it rotates, it goes back.
I was like, brrr.
So then it keeps on doing that in a cycle. Well, it's not really a circle, it's an ellipse. But if you do that, all you need to do is have another ellipse that's shifting it upwards.
You wanna see what I've been doing?
Sure, show me.
It's like got a slack right here, and it's like, yeah, do some, send me a report. Just kidding. No, I haven't been doing much of anything for programming, honestly. This is what I wrote. I'll let you read what I turned in today.
You're busy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do have a web dev thing, but we're not doing web dev.
Yeah, isn't it like next week or something?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, right before we finish up.
Oh, wait, you should have seen what this thing.
Making some stuff with them from scratch. You want to do
Apply for regional.
Mm.
I just did a meeting. I got smoked though. Unanimous.
Unanimous for a different person or something?
Even the guy who said he's gonna vote for me didn't vote for me. Just kidding.
The other guy actually just bribed everybody. Well,
No,
he's the
read it.
treasurer.
Read it. No, this is mine.
Oh,
No, it's mine. It's speech. Weren't you working on like some business thing?
Huh?
Was that you? Had the business thing?
Business? No.
Yeah, you had like a
so,
business plan for some company or something. Must have been the
so
other
this
guy.
was a write-up that you sent in and your speech?
This is what I submitted, yeah.
And did you like present anything or?
Yeah, it's present.
But this is still salvageable.
Here's a question. When you presented, did you read what you did here or did you have like?
No, I read right off that.
Yeah, by the way, if
Okay.
you guys are working on like
This
your own
might be my
repos,
personal
send them
opinion.
here.
For
So we can share
presentations,
around, it's in the Discord,
you normally
hide
don't
discussions,
present.
and then, and.
When you read off a paper like this.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
in your
it's,
repo.
it just, when you read off a paper like this, it makes it so you're, it doesn't sound as like formal.
No, I know what you're saying. I only had three, I got literally 72-hour notice. I had to write that and
Oh,
like do all the.
okay, never mind, you're completely.
Read all the bylaw stuff and all the documentation and all that jazz, so it was fun.
How did they get anyone designed for a position?
And then the guy I was running against, it wasn't even the guy, it was like some other dude from some, he just like appeared out of nowhere. I was running against the guy in Folsom and it was like some guy from the Bay Area who like showed up. He's like, yeah, we do like we put student housing here and moved in a bunch of people and I know what I'm doing. It's like, okay,
Yeah, we arrive and stuff, top buildings, and then.
It's like the one
this is
who's
me
still
playing Halo
position
stuff,
over-
hardware stuff.
yeah, it's not, well, each campus is
And
different.
then this stuff,
So I'm still keeping the dog in the fight for sure.
There's gonna be event, 2,000 students.
Wait, what are you running
I gotta fight here a little bit more for
And then,
it's fun.
review and. At night.
What are you
bro, at
running
night,
for?
it's-
Regional treasurer of Region 2.
We got in, we set up
So
our
that means you
table.
oversee all the northern
And then this was like
California
putting on like a
schools that are
restaurant
involved
vibe.
in Region
So
2.
like,
So it's basically like Los Rios,
So this small chip right
Solano,
here, like the size of
Modesto,
this,
and
it's running this whole computer and we have our image detection model.
a
inside
few of
this
the
whole
other
computer.
Bay Area cities and then, you know, we're out there by Stockton and stuff. So
And then, yeah, we have our like image detection, so it detects bones, humans and stuff.
Okay.
Pull up,
Bring
or-
this up
And
to-
this was at night, bro.
I was thinking, you know, I
So,
don't have like
basically, I put this
an
up on
AI
the computer for the whole.
like
And then
cars
background,
that run on a
background I have
tab
a Python
right
script
now to
that
race against.
connects the camera
Yeah.
input,
Oh,
so
in
it
the-
reads
in the
in
game.
front of it, and we have
Oh.
a background that's like a
You know
little
what I
model
was
in the
thinking
background
about
that's
doing?
checking what this is, what that is.
I was thinking about
And how
once I
you do
had,
that
like,
essentially is you find
proper,
like thousands,
like
thousands
detection
and
for
thousands
where
of
the,
images of like humans and like
of like the
models and stuff,
racetrack.
and you train that model, you tell it, okay, this is what it
I was
looks
thinking
like.
about
If you see
training
this, so that way it sees
an
you
AI
recommends
to
it.
be the
It's
driver
human.
from the AI
Right,
drivers.
right.
Because you know, right now, I
It's,
have a
it's,
game
it's basically.
that
I'm not
that you
working
can
on
That'd be
run.
cool.
Yeah, it can run.
Is that nice?
So now all I would need to do
It's
would
basically
be
like linear algebra.
Those are all the colleges.
Because
would be get
essentially
a
how it-
learning
how it does
algorithm.
is like each image,
and
it cuts everything
make
into like
another car.
infinitely like, small amounts of like grids, and each grid is a
The only
physical
issue is how
so
would
it has
I-
like different like gray values.
How would I get it to
So
like
if
be
it's
able
wider,
to see
it
the
goes
size?
closest to 1.
Because if
larger,
you do
goes
it with
closest to
a
0.
get wrecked,
So it's like 0,
the
7,
whenever
6,
you
and then
move,
it detects
everything
like,
else
if
on the
this
screen
image has the same
moves.
pattern as this.
So what I would have, I would have to like, I would have to plot the actual map
Then
on
find the
a grid, and then have the AI
Oh, hell yeah.
be trained
We got, I think
on
it was
the
chicken,
grid
and then some
without
hummus,
anything moving.
some bread.
It's like, count me in.
Bro,
yeah.
bro, and the
Okay.
We're a little
warm
past
as
me
well.
right now.
I think I can, I think I know how to do it.
I don't play sauce salads and tomatoes.
I'm over here,
You
I
like
can
tomato,
barely
right?
get.
You like tomatoes? You like
Archie
tomatoes?
gives $100 and this guy's like, oh yeah, we built, the
And then I hooked this up-
housing
I hooked this up
center."
with like a small little like
What?
LED light.
It's like, yeah, how many?
So if it detects the person,
Took
it lights up.
It took 3 months just to get pizza money.
That man
Yeah,
just has
that's right.
connections, don't you know?
No, it was fun.
Oh, no.
It was,
Okay.
it helped me identify a lot of like areas
So right here, where is it?
that I was aware of it
If you
before,
read
but I
right
didn't
here,
have like a good like,
It says person detected.
You knew existed.
They have a good variable.
Yeah,
though.
showing the LDR, yeah.
so
yeah. And then there's like.
So, and then I met with some lady in a dungeon
Just
today,
the cow hash recap.
and I'm gonna meet up with her.
Yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah. And then instead of
Keeps
LED, you
moving.
can make it like do like different stuff like opening a door.
So as soon as
Wait, is that the smart pin?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
So this is our 3D printer that Caitlin brought. So we printed our funnels. So this is what we did over the summer, over the weekend. We brought our own 3D printer, to print the funnels, and then this was running. I was testing out the Arduino, testing out like the pins and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I have a
And
fun
then
module.
this is my detection model. So I downloaded 5,000 images from a trash detection data set, and basically I got like 5K images and I put it into this model and it trains itself. And then yeah, it's training right now. And then where is it? Yeah. This was the automatic vehicle Waymo. So it's like around the streets of San Francisco. It just yeah, no driver. It's like Uber for like no drivers. And then this is me in the hotel because the Wi-Fi in the venue was so bad. I had to train the model at my hotel.
Is that New York?
No, San Francisco. Yeah.
Just last week.
This is our stuff. We have filaments. We have like starter kits. We have like an RC car in here. Yeah. And this is our basically workflow.
What if the police showed up?
What are you doing?
Bro,
They're building a bomb!
this is basically how we do it. We grab images, and these images are like trash images, right? And then you draw boxes over them, and you annotate them. You have to do this manually. So you take a picture of a crime, you draw a box over it, and you give it a label that it's a crime. So you have to do it for every image, but then we're lucky enough to find like this data set online. So we reused it, we trained it using Google Colab, and the model which we were running, the image detection model is YOLO. And then this is how the workflow goes. The camera takes in the input, and it detects if it's recyclable, compost, or landfill, and then it switches to funnel. So our project is basically a smart bin.
Which is just like a function, it's just a built-in.
Kind of this.
So much cooler.
Kind of.
this takes
So
in,
just basically like recyclable, compost, landfill, yeah. And then this thing is hooked up to a small mini computer that runs the model, and we have a funnel. This right here has a servo. So this drop the trash, and this before you drop it is switched to the funnel. So which yeah. So plastic bottle cap. Let's see.
This is where
Yeah.
I'm going to create this.
And then recyclable too, also in here.
It's
It's smooth. It's smooth.
It's alright.
And then we have paper.
These ones, we're just defining them, we're not actually using them.
And
we
boost
just
to the other
say
things.
green
Yeah.
is.
So do you think it'd run better on like better cameras?
I think the camera's not the issue. It's just
Blue is this.
it's like our first time building
We're
this
not
world and
interested
stuff.
in
So
buying
if we learn how to
green.
optimize
That's why
it,
I deleted, like, half of these.
if we had a stronger computer and like the resources, it'll probably run faster.
Couldn't you guys just like do it all beforehand and then just go there and like?
Yes, technically
Like
you can.
start,
Yeah,
you know?
you can. But then like
They were gonna look at you like.
they look at the history. They look at the history, like your commit history.
Yeah.
So on GitHub, it has dates like, oh, it's like Saturday, 3 p.m. That's the on day. But you can prepare.
You can like.
I'm
Right.
so proud of myself. My first ever coding, I made QR codes.
Friday, Saturday?
Friday, 5
Friday
p.m.
afternoon.
Friday, 5 p.m. you started doing this, and by Sunday,
No, I use.
Bro,
like,
it makes
some
my weekend feel so
QR codes.
obsolete, bro.
No.
Yo, I stayed up until 4 in the morning talking to my friend Carlos.
I use
It's fine, dude.
Yeah,
it's like
No, no, no.
Yesterday? No, not yesterday, the weekend, before we went to your church.
Yeah, I do this
Yeah,
stuff like
I'm not
once
a-
every 2 weeks.
That's so sick though, bro.
And then we were printing this is ones. So we don't want our thing plugged into like an outlet. So everything is run by batteries. Pure batteries. And you create this case and install it yourself.
So while this is running.
Yeah, like close up. And then this is what's controlling the motors.
As soon as this is.
And this is our mini computer right here, like this much. And then this guy, bro, this guy's a legend. So Lone Warrior, he told me that he
Bro, wait, hold on, look at that first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Bro's running off fumes, bro. What is this?
He's supposed to
Running some pure like.
supposed to have 2 other teammates, but then his teammates sleep in the hotel that he paid for. So they check
What are you
him out,
looking up?
so he's up doing his own.
Are you looking up this website right now?
Was it good?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Calax.
So let me count you like for
Like a simulation of a hostage situation.
Like something to write about.
I don't know how that works.
Your transfer,
This is what I have in my camera.
like your position in like students.
Are you kidding me,
I
bro?
mean,
Like this
if
makes
you wanna work with me,
dumb,
And
bro.
then, yeah,
This is
this is-
I like working with people,
You have
but
like.
also like,
Double brain
I'm
sometimes.
serious, you
Yeah, I'm not serious.
Which is
I'm just wondering.
know. I'm easy to work with, somebody like,
And then
stuff is going.
No, I'm just.
Stuff getting done, I
he's
gotta.
like,
Just wondering.
Yeah, she's 15.
no, 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 no.
Like,
And then this was,
what you gonna do, I'll take you on it.
Yeah, I recorded it.
I wanna get-
Bro, Frontier was the shakiest fight.
So.
It was like wobbling, bro.
Draw some stuff out, and I'm gonna draw rectangles.
I knew Juan was a nerd as soon as he told me. Yeah, I was thinking when I first saw Iron Man when I was like 6 years old. I was like, actually, physically speaking, that wouldn't be able to work. The combustion shield and this. I was like, what?
Guys, staring at graphs all day.
Yeah, I was about to.
This was, he was showcasing the Snap classes, so Snapchat has new classes, where it's like, you can create objects in front of it, and you can create more objects.
Did you guys play games or no?
And then he's like developing on the spot.
The Age of Empires beta dropped last weekend and I put in
Oh,
72 hours.
He announced 3.
I wiped out my whole area.
First, second, third.
I took control of the whole
We
zone.
didn't.
And then the other guy, he got 5 guys in his alliance before me because I just kept killing people until the game
one of them-
could hit.
they
like
I was like, I'm never far.
Defusing of any
Until you
bomb.
join me. And they're like, they all did eventually, but it
So
took
all the
longer.
sponsors are like.
And by that time, like,
companies, so
the Mongolians invaded
right
and
here.
I was like, save
Had like
the
a
country
thing that
from the Mongolians.
reports the brainwaves.
And then the other
And then
guy,
with that,
I was like
they
higher
created
level,
an AI
and
that
he,
detects
since
your
he got the,
emotions and
his
plays,
alliance built first.
like generates music live on the spot. So if you're calm, you can use it. If it's like crazy, like when it's music.
I got it like the next day though, and I built. So now me and him are fighting because we're both like the same power level. But the Mongolians, bro, they're crazy. They like teleported in with their level 25
All
on
that.
the castle.
And then
Because you can
a Red Bull
teleport.
tower.
I don't know, it's kind of stupid you can teleport your castle, honestly.
And we had this
It's
guy.
a strategy.
who was
It's a
developer,
strategy
and he was
game.
doing like a therapy on the spot. He was like,
Yeah, it is paid to win. That's why it's only good for like the first week or whatever, and then unless you're like dumping money.
You single-handedly.
Yeah, I've been like.
For the first week, I was like,
I don't,
Yeah.
like,
people were
what
quitting
do you want
because I
to
was
do?
like, you won't get
Like,
none of it. They were
like make cool projects?
I think I got yours. Stop attacking me in like 20 different languages. Like,
I'd say
join my line.
learn
You're
Python.
live.
Create like a simple calculator app.
No, I've been like.
Create like a simple calculator app, learn how it works and stuff, and
76.
then if you can attend your first hackathon, like
Actually,
I
no,
learned
that's
so much
mostly
from
been
hackathons in like a semester.
I've been trying to go through like
So-
the wasteland.
But you have to know something before going.
Yeah, but if you want that, you
Go, but I never did the campaign.
team who's like pretty coded, and if they want you in,
There's some
or find like a
items
good
that you
team,
want
I like just
to
simple
buy, like
hackathon.
Like this team is
Just
65
Just
power.
that's not what hackathon, and then you go learn stuff like
Is that what I did?
Oh yeah, Fallout. Do you know the Fallout series?
That's the isometric one?
It takes time, but
I used to.
I don't play Fallout.
Okay.
I was really like scavengers that much. I did Borderlands and I was like,
Borderlands a little different.
That's like, we were ranked in the top 10%.
Borderlands an acquired.
I'm like doing like progression for like PvP, so
And like, I used to be really good.
not just like.
So like, going to
I mean, I do.
like, now.
So it's like,
Yeah.
Because once I figured out how to do it, I was just like,
The
okay, I'm
Fallout
good at
series
this,
is
I'm just
just.
gonna continue doing it.
It's
just
something
good
I've
at
liked
citing
for a while. They have like a good
find
aesthetic.
unauthorized users.
yeah, I didn't. I mean, I never bought
And
it.
then see what
I did
files
Borderlands,
they
like I said.
downloaded beforehand, so you can
Yeah.
remove those files, just in case they're encrypted. Or else the whole system would just, like.
I even when you used to play like Red
It's,
Faction and
that's
stuff, and now
basically
with
like Fallout would do, like you get points
Scavenger
during
for
like that
a
3 hour
couple
period, right? 3 hour
I don't like it as much. I like the one where he's like.
But yeah, I used to do that, and then I took a year off, right? And I came back, and I'm like, nah, I ain't doing this stuff anymore. Stuff looks too hard, bro. It's like,
Oh,
dang, man.
the Fallout series, okay, the original Fallouts, they were all top down.
So you said Python, right?
Yeah,
I recommend, like,
but the later ones, they were first. So like starting
No,
Fallout.
I'd say watch it.
watch tutorials.
I started with YouTube.
Fallout.
I did like 20, 30 minutes every day.
But they started adding like, the Fallouts have been known for
Learn-
being
learn-
very good, like,
If I do an hour, I'll catch up.
think of it like Skyrim.
Right.
Skyrim with guns.
And then
I'll see you in 8 years.
And so you're like
Yeah, I
Skyrim.
know. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I never got Skyrim either. I got Red Dead.
Damn, that's crazy.
What?
I got Red Dead.
Oh yeah, well, Red Dead's a little different.
Yeah.
Skyrim, I'm actually I'm kind of surprised you haven't played Skyrim.
I got like, it was not like Skyrim's bubbles.
Oh yes, Skyrim's open world.
Alex, did we lose you from the transfer from saturation?
I mean, I play a lot of
Why don't you
Just like switch to like.
Yeah, and Fallout 4 kind of goes like that, where it took kind of like the combat system from like the Skyrim and added like firearms. It was really fun in my opinion. Some people don't really like it as much because the story was meh. Okay, there was an interesting thing with Fallout. When they developed Fallout 3, I think it was, they had kind of a shift in ideals. In Fallout New Vegas, I think that was the one that came before it.
Yo, that's crazy.
Fallout New Vegas is the fans because it has the absolute best story out of all the Fallouts.
I brought my poker chips out.
Most people agree.
We might though.
But
No, like we might just have like small.
it was a first-person shooter, and it did not feel good to play.
No,
And it
but
was
it'd be
like kind of
uncomfortable.
old spongy.
But no, I'll see. I'll
and
see.
kind
Yeah, we
of-
might have Excel. That would work.
Okay, for sure, man.
It didn't feel very good.
Yeah, no, we're actually
The
just talking
feedback
about
of the weapons weren't very good.
I brought my poker chips out.
But Fallout 3
right now.
kind of was like, okay,
Well,
what happens if we just make the gameplay? And so the whole entire thing became that. And their marketing was like, look at how this man explodes! You shot him so hard, his head just split into a million fragments.
Very bad, but like.
But the problem is, the story, the story became absolutely bogus.
What?
And Fallout 4
Why?
kind of improved to where Fallout 4 is where most people were introduced. that I know of, and it was pretty good. The story
So
was
basically we.
decent, the world was pretty interesting to explore from my knowledge. And the gunplay, chef's kiss. You, yeah, what?
Oh,
It's really.
Bro, I've been playing Counter Strike since 1.6.
Are you-
No,
are they gonna-
anything like
Okay, just, maybe just look up, like, some Fallout 4.
you know me still different games out there?
Okay, I don't know how, I never really used grenades.
Have you ever played Soldier Front? That had the best gunplay ever. You just like crouch jump everything, dude. It's hilarious.
Don't know if that's good gameplay.
No, it really was
But
actually.
it sounds like
Because
it's
it
fun.
was, it had speed recoil. You on your way right now? And you had, you just use white, smoke.
Yeah, go in.
So it was, your tracer was like the white smoke. So it was like.
Oh, okay, for sure, bet.
If you were shooting it, you could
Give me a call.
smoke out the enemy by just keep on fire.
Do they want pizza?
That one was good. Man, I used to no scope on my few games.
There's a lot. Even for me, there's a lot.
With, no crosshair.
We can just like meet them out there, because I don't know if they're gonna.
Op 7 was really good, but they left. They left the United States and went only in Europe.
Two of them?
We're twins.
That's pretty good.
They're like package deals, right?
No, not really.
I like to play,
I'm closer with mine than
like
I do.
tactical style, like when they have like rides. I like team games too.
Have you ever played the Metro series?
So you can just be like,
Have you ever played the
yeah,
Metro?
Metro.
Yeah, the Metro.
Man, I played SWAT when I was really young. Yes, I grew up like
The Metro.
stop resisting.
There's little people telling me something makes me want to do it.
They got it on the $35. You play it. It's fun. It's still fun, you know? It's like, go, go. Is that new one, it's like ready or not?
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
It's in my student thing, but it's, they want $50 on my thing.
Yeah. At least wait for it to go on sale.
I'm gonna get in there and there's gonna be no servers anyway.
This is like the intro cutscene. Let's actually get into the game. So it starts out, it has like the basic stat system.
I
Special.
know you got the jolt colors and stuff. Or nuke pull it.
Yeah, Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cola, the Voltec.
Nah, this is garbage. It's just like Unreal Engine junk.
It's ain't Unreal.
Unreal hasn't been good since 2008. I've been trash it.
This ain't Unreal.
What is it?
I have no, well actually, is it Unreal?
I think it is Unreal.
But this game ain't junk. Let me just tell you that.
It's Unreal is garbage. I'll see you on Battle. I play Battlefield.
Which one?
All of them.
Okay, I remember some good Battlefield.
I own like Sanctuary 2,
Okay, I don't think they-
Vietnam.
Okay,
One.
I only played some more recent ones, but.
I played the 2042.
Okay, yeah, the most recent one was.
I played Frostbite. I like the Frostbite. It's not bad.
Okay, I think he's playing on console, so the aiming's going to look a little interesting. Looks like actually.
Yeah, it's gonna look like Unreal.
Boy.
Ugh. I was thinking it would be cool to do a Unity something in here. With Unity
Yeah.
Engine.
Okay, I was thinking, one of the projects I wanted to do was recreate from scratch, like one of the basic like Doom 3D type games. Like, because it would be funny. Because
That's
I don't know
what
how
they
to
were
make
back in the day.
That's the difference.
Mhm.
It would be cool.
It's technically.
I mean, it's all there. It's free.
Yeah, well, no, I mean like building a, okay,
I
I,
know browser was. I was like, oh, that's a lot of work.
It's called a.
yeah, no, what I wanted to do was,
It's like an existing like, computer vision.
no, I'm going on a tangent again, but you know how I have all that Scratch project I was doing? Remember all the Scratch projects I talked about in the past? Pretty much,
It was.
I had a whole entire thing, like back in high school, where it was just like, you know, how far can I stretch this coding framework? Because it wasn't made to do anything. So I was seeing how far I could take it. So I had already made a top-down multiplayer game thing. The gameplay wasn't fully down, but the multiplayer framework was there.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, could I make a Doom clone? Like, people already make Doom clones
With
on
online multiplayer or single?
with online. So I was thinking, okay, people already make Doom clones on Scratch all the time. Well, I'm not going to look at any of those and start from the ground up building my own Doom clone, but then trying to add multiplayer. Because with a 2D game, a top-down specifically, it's really easy. You just, whenever the other person loads in, you make it so that you know where the other person's player image is, and then you can just, you can make it render on the other person's screen where the person is, and what rotation, as long as you have all of its, all their information. Like, you know how in video games, an object will just like have its own data, and then it just does stuff based on that? So,
The client side stuff or the server side?
no, on client side. So like, let's just say you have an enemy and it's walking around. So it has a position on the map, and it has like its active. Yeah, well, if it was a single player game, that would just be all of it. That's all client side. So what I did was I made everything. Well, kind of. What I'm doing is I'm ignoring a server side, kind of, and just having it be like a local multiplayer, kind of deal.
Mostly easier for objects that really don't have any like scripting or anything.
Well, yeah, well, all I'm doing is I'm telling it to make a blank object that technically isn't doing anything, but it's being mapped to the position. So instead of it saying, okay, that person's moving, it's saying, okay, this person was here, and it's now here. And every time the game refreshes, it moves it to where the position it's telling it to go. So whenever you move, you're updating your player data, and then it's sending your player data to the other person. And then there's a ghost sprite of the other person that moves in parallel to what you're doing on your screen.
Yeah, I never got that long. Like
Yeah, let's just say I had to do some funny things to make this work. Like, you know how in video games you have a ping?
right, yeah.
I had to pretty much make a ping system in Scratch to be able to know if a player was online or not. Because it just made it so that there was a constantly updating part of your data. So it would say, okay, the data is still updating, that player's still online. And then if there's a certain amount of frames that the player hasn't updated its thing, it just says, okay, that player's disconnected, a new player can join that slot. Because otherwise, if both of you left after you stopped playing, and you tried to rejoin, and there was nothing to check to see if there was any players online, the server would be pretty much essentially locked.
Some mountains like a C++ stand. I did some Python stuff when I did the.
Yes, sir. I'll give you that.
the server, because there actually isn't any server. All there is a variable that's being passed back and forth saying, okay, this is all of the other players' coordinates. Now plot that character on a coordinate. And then every time it updates where the other player's position is on the coordinate grid, making it look like you
You're
have
just like
another.
reading their.
That's pretty much all it's doing.
It's just like
Then I started being like, wait, but what happens once you add enemies in, an enemy AI? Because now you have two players, and you have two desynced, well, you have two pseudo-synced entities. How do you make it so that the enemy you have to sync the enemy as well? Talking about multiplayer frameworks and unholy, doing all of multiplayer in the wrong way.
if you're into that, would you like the software a little bit better?
Everyone knows about that.
I haven't done multiplayer yet.
Okay. I was actually thinking about seeing how if I could do that on Python.
Yeah.
Because I made it in a different program, Scratch. But I've done it in a really funny way that's like really cut and dry. Like I could program it with all the features in here. I just would have to figure out how actual server connection would work. Because yeah, there's probably a library where you can make your
There's a floor clock too.
yeah, where you can forward your report and then connect to as a local server.
Yeah.
If I did it like that.
It's like a triangle thing.
Mm-hmm.
I totally forgot what it was. I only remember like real-time streaming videos called like WebRTC. I think it's called. Is that your one?
This is one I made like on Scratch a long time ago.
What does that do?
Wait, let
It's a
me.
maze.
It was supposed to be. It's not finished because I forgot to input all the wall positions.
Yeah, it's like.
It's made by MIT.
Mhm.
I haven't done anything.
Yeah, that's they're the one that made the project first. So let me just.
But yeah, it's like main hardware.
This, you can actually run this over the internet, but I'm just going to open it in 2 tabs. Like, okay, let's fully open this.
Honestly, no.
Like, so what's
it's
the
changing.
protocol?
This? What do you mean?
Like, how is it?
Hardest part,
How is
especially in
it
hackathons,
together?
It's
the
actually
hardest
not.
part.
Is it sending data, like sending
Yep.
location data and just rendering it?
Mhm.
That's smart. Here we go.
See, that's what I was just trying to explain. I poorly before. And
I
then,
get this sheet. I just came by to sign in because I actually have to go to a meeting. What is that?
Whoa, bro, hey. You do not just do this today.
so yeah, if you look,
I think that's how it works though. I don't think that's how it works in other games.
yeah, well, yeah.
Somewhat.
So,
Well, yeah.
like if you wanted to, I could have it run on your
It
computer.
doesn't, you don't have a
You
database
go,
here. You don't have a database here?
I'm about to head out to
No.
a meeting.
No
Guys,
database.
Well,
I was gonna come
for this project?
Yeah.
Oh, technically there is.
Well, yeah, cause it's on
Yeah,
their server.
they have a server where you can upload things
Oh,
for library.
were you dancing?
Technically.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm up for you. I'm
Okay,
one of
I
the-
see. Oh wait, no, that wasn't proper.
When is it?
But if you notice, this
Uh,
is
yeah,
the player that's
Friday,
playing right now, and this is what's
3:00.
being rendered on the other side. You notice
And
how
they
there's a
also
little
said
bit
that
of lag?
We're gonna have the performance on your
Yeah.
This will be very obvious in a second.
It's like having like a miniature movie.
Very chill. It will be reflected into the image.
That's like how I get headshot in Call of Duty for no reason.
Yeah, that's because they
Like,
they
how
have.
they just headshot me. I'll put a whole clip in my guy.
Oh yeah, if you want to see, I have. This is like the data. So this is. Let's just.
Oh, so you're like basically like.
It's making one variable with all your player data, and then it updates over here. And on this, and on this side, it then has a whole
That's
setup.
smart.
Yeah, it decompiles it on this side because it knows where to look. I spent a little bit too long trying to get that to work. And then over here, so this is just where it joins all of it. I had to do join because otherwise it broke. I did plus. don't. And then it just, the real funny thing that I have in here is, you notice how there's a little ticking clock right there?
Where?
Right there.
Yeah.
That's a ping system. So it has the clock in there because at the beginning, when you first launch, oh, here it is. It checks to see if the player's online or not. Like, I could show the variable, but there's a variable that says, are they online?
Right.
And it's
Did you build these like functions like Scratch, or
well,
is it-
these are actually variables.
these are built in? They're built in? Oh.
Yeah, because this is just variables.
Oh, they're just variables.
Yeah, so this is just an updating variable, and then the functions, I actually have a function somewhere. Oh yeah, okay, I stole this from someone else, but this is the data fetch, like, function, where it takes whatever your player is. So if you're player one, it takes player one data, and then it unjoins all of it over here.
So this is the.
So that's the compile.
That's a function.
Mhm. Yep, and it's taking all of your. Oh yeah, this is decompile actually. So it's checking in the string what your values are, and then it's setting it because you're if you're blue tank, and then this is all like how it renders.
So essentially, is this like checking the 8th letter
Mhm.
in the
Oh
string?
wait, there was a really funny thing I had to do. So the maps, like.
Hey guys, we got the 30-minute mark.
So right now, if I go over here, hold the kill button. Okay, it's not. I think it's not loaded in correctly anymore. But if you kill someone or if you reload in, it randomizes the map. But it randomizes the map.
Randomizes the map?
You have two players, and they're not directly in contact with each other. And I can't really add. The more cloud variables I do, there's a set amount of times a cloud variable, all cloud variables can update. So if I have 3 cloud variables, that would third the update speed, because it would add another. So what I had to do was I had to make a framework to where it triple checks to see if both sides have updated their backdrops correctly.
I see. That's cool. That's actually like good. Like, I guess how do I
Like, okay, it has a map sync load. All of these are checking, and then it goes in order to see if you've actually teleported and if you've actually loaded correctly.
Right.
Because otherwise, I was having an issue where one player, it has to set your player one. The player one's always the one that chooses the map, and then it has to send to the other one, and it has to verify that the other one receives. So there's like a value. That's what these are. Oh yeah, the score also has to sync.
Right.
That one I haven't fully fixed, because on each side it's technically running its own instance of the game, and then it has to, the two have to like communicate to say, okay, are you synced properly?
Is everything like basically ran with like a cloud variable?
Mm-hmm.
Contains cloud variable that contains like
All
different
of-
values.
Yep, it contains all of the player information.
Right.
And like a few load checks.
And then when you check, you pull from the cloud, right?
Mhm.
Okay, that's cool.
And
Makes
then
sense.
it deloads everything into the variables
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
But there's like certain variables which are actually ones and zeros. They're actually booleans, but I do ones and zeros because
Yeah,
it's
makes
funny.
sense. Makes sense. That's cool. It's like you're having like your own like database. It's actually like updating real time. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it.
Definitely should make a multiplayer game.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about it because the card format that I actually made, it's using the same code. I don't care if that doesn't update. It's using the same movement code and everything as I did for this game, where it's based on your rotation and then it does the sign function. So all I would have to do would be do the same variable thing I did.
Interface is not as nice.
Maybe change some stuff because, you know, we're in a modern age. I'm putting in Python here. I could probably make it a lot better. But, oh, I accidentally, I'm inside of a wall. Yep, inside of a wall. I have to, because I was still in development on this project. But yeah. Mm.
Yeah, if you wanna get Harvard, definitely this is the way to go. And then if you want
Yeah.
some other, actually, I think.
Cool.
So yeah, this was like a test object for movable objects. It's not working properly right now. But like, there's kind of proper collision detection on the wall. You don't glide through it. I'll say that that's a good thing.
Unless you wanna buy your.
Because the way I've done it is not good.
And then how do you reduce this?
Oh, this is
Because each of these is all,
This is free.
these are all walls that have been cloned from one object. Because normally in Scratch, normally each object is its own thing. So what I had to do, once you add a certain amount of objects, you can't add any more or it just won't save your project. Because of the maximum size. So what I had to do was I had to make this wall duplicate itself, but be able to remember where it is without affecting all of its other clones. This wasn't fun.
Yeah.
So it's a miracle that I got walls to work at all. And then it's a miracle that I got collision to work at all.
Oh, you got it to work?
Oh, no, different project. I might kind of hack in what I did here on the other one.
What? Your illegal activities? Hold up.
Nah, not quite.
My sister wants to be a lawyer. I can't have this.
It's more like,
Alright, you guys wanna do show and tell? If you have
Yeah.
anything to show.
Not this, but maybe that would work.
You showing Mario?
Yeah.
That's you guys?
Yeah. Cool. Evan, can you post your repo?
Hmm?
Can you post your repo on the
Oh,
Discord?
it's Ryan, and could I just plug in my computer, or would that work? No, I can post the repo.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should play.
Yeah,
Is it on GitHub? Is it pushed?
Yeah, I just have. It's just on a test branch, so it's a little bit more difficult.
Okay, we'll just switch the branch, don't worry.
Yep.
just put it on your own brand. Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I
you
technically do have my own branch.
are. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I thought you were still working on, other guy's branch. Or just put it on yours and give him your stuff.
Yep.
Lynn, were you guys working together?
Yeah, we're in the same room.
With
Is it Mario?
it was like all you guys back here, right?
Yeah, but they haven't been here for the last, like,
Yeah, I was going to ask them like additions, which is why I don't have like art assets or I haven't polished anything, but I've been working on the movement system.
That's cool. You got collisions. You can make a new branch. Like collisions branch and start adding.
Yeah, and then start adding them.
Yeah.
I had collisions at one point,
And?
kind of. It wasn't good.
Oh.
Because my only issue is
Wait, what's up?
No, you guys imported it wrong. It's supposed to be just for PNG since it's on the same. Root. So this should be the 4th version. Yeah, it should be.
Are you guys on main branch?
I forked it, so I didn't have access.
Oh, you forked and worked on it?
Yeah, cause I was like,
Oh.
yeah.
Left out.
Yeah.
When you do a pull request?
oh.
Yeah, let me go back. I guess it's not responsive. There you go. There you see. So right now he told me that he has a timer that runs by ticks. So when you click on, when you grab a coin, it increases the timer, I guess. And then yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So if you don't grab a coin, it times out?
Yeah, it times out and it basically shuts down and kills the computer. Really? Why? But yeah, I feel like we
That
should
seems
have,
like malware.
We should make the timer faster.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, no,
we might
I
like-
just made it like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
and then maybe add some like sound to it, like some coin sounds.
No, I know, add the Mario, song.
Yeah, yeah, as a Mario jump. Each jump. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
That's fun.
Let me see if there's.
Oh yeah, I need to add the images. Why do I have images inside of images?
Wait, okay, are you gonna add audio one?
Add audio like after this.
I think this the, yeah, I only need to add this.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, you guys didn't have bounce?
Do a short, Juan.
what happened? What
Do a
happened?
short.
What do you mean short?
It's right outside.
Like a
the loop
10-second clip or whatever.
Yeah, I'll figure out
It's
sounds
actually going
better.
into loop loop. So, right when you do it, it actually just pauses all vectors.
Yeah, let me run down the.
Hold
timer.
on, hold on, hold on. Let me cook.
Yeah. Oh, I was wondering if we could shut the front row off. Is it all rows are
Oh,
connected?
looks so much better now. Okay.
Let me see if I can add sound to it. Is it Mario?
How about now, Mario?
That is not Mario.
Mario jump, Mario jump.
It's a legally distinct Mario Yahoo.
Oh, that was perfect.
No, this one.
No.
This one.
Yeah.
Is that well?
It's a world phone.
Okay, I'm gonna post a repository. Do V3. There's a lot of versions in my branch.
D3?
Yeah, V3 and the images folder.
Right. Okay. Is it on the Discord?
I'm so
Oh,
proud
yep.
of you guys. Everybody's using Git. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, I'm posting.
Classes, bro. The mind. Hive mind.
Yes.
Dude, it's so messy, dude. I can't even read our president.
All
Yeah,
around.
I mean, the common format is very interesting. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It's like indented for no reason. Yeah.
Move. Pop punches and then move keyboard. Right.
At the end of the day, if it works, it works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, like, they always say yeah, you should have like industry, like standard code.
Where should I post it on?
It works, it works.
Right here.
It's
So.
broken.
Give me an internship and maybe I'll think about it.
It's in the Pygame discussion up here.
I don't get paid.
And it is the
It's gonna
first
be
block,
shit.
first forum. Just paste it in here.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, wait, did you add the sound or no?
Let me add this on.
I think one sound too. We both did it.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna.
Hmm? Wait. Upload that? Oh shoot, didn't upload that.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Let's
what's
go,
wrong with
let's go,
that?
just go. Honestly, it's better, it's better.
Oh, fuck.
Why is fighting not defined?
PG, sorry.
PG?
Oh,
yeah, That's,
That was my choice, but.
Okay,
I'll be
we're
honest,
fine.
it's probably better. It's probably just-
This is, it will.
You're fine.
Jump.
I'm over here like.
Jump the what? Wait, is it in the root?
Yeah, it is. And then
Corn?
What?
for now.
What is that one?
Please find it in that.
Yeah, I'm making a mess here.
Mhm.
Making a mess here. Usually I don't make a mess.
Untied key down. Okay. Okay, up, down.
Will that spam the jump sound that you pulled W?
Probably.
Don't know. Probably not.
Actually, no, because it
Because-
loops, it's
yes.
a while. So you will hear it.
Oh, yeah, well, if it in a while. So that would be.
Okay, sorry, yeah.
Wait,
There.
you,
Let me just
Yes!
Wait, if you hold it, it plays?
It stops. So if I hold it, it stops.
Wait, but it's a while, loop, it should go again.
Well, depends on what the trigger is. If you're holding it, you never let it go. And if it triggers on it when you press.
No,
Oh,
the
it's just
trigger,
like a semi-automatic
the
one.
trigger is if key press.
If key press, not if key is
Yeah.
press.
Key press and key pressed, like we said, those are two different things.
Oh, okay, I see.
Capstans and presses.
About key.
That is very specific.
No, but leave it. What do you think now?
I'll probably optimize it later. But I'm
I
probably
think
I'm not
we'll
gonna push.
please.
I'm not gonna push because yeah, leave your code as it is. Let's see.
Just say that on local, honestly. If they don't wipe this computer.
They won't. So this is Ryan's. I said
Wait, can I get a video of the other one? I'll just put it on the Instagram account.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me pick up.
Are you gonna grab the coin sound or just play it? Here, hold it. Alright. This is wonderful. Yes, it's beautiful, like, I'm witnessing history. Guys, I almost shed a tear, like, I'm serious. Mario Kart. Oh, you're gonna add it?
More of the sounds. Oh no.
That one, quick.
Oh,
that was
no way.
That one might not be legally distinct.
Yeah, that one's just a copyright strike.
Is it wild? Hold
No, it's OGG.
on.
Yo.
Does that work?
I have no clue. What's an OGG called? I think it works.
Cool, just do it, I wanna see it.
I don't need to clear some.
I don't care if it's legal, it's cool.
Why is Offline Dinosaur on the same video?
This is, just don't sell or distribute it and it's fine.
Yes.
It's educational.
It's like your emulator.
I'm just doing good.
Professor, is the emulator on GitHub?
Which one?
The
Mega Man.
the Mega Man?
It's not, no.
Okay.
We can't distribute.
But like, will they give you like legit issues like how you,
Not
would
the
it be actual
emulator, but the
problems if
game.
you make a
Yeah,
proper video?
you can't distribute.
You can distribute the emulator, not the game.
The emulators themselves are not illegal. The game itself, distributing that is illegal, because that's what it does.
Yeah, right there. That's where Bitcoin is.
So if coin collect records.
Well, not back in the day. Back in my day, you owned that.
I mean, you can't
I
make
mean-
copies and sell
I
them.
mean,
you
you
know?
may own the,
Says
you own
who?
the game disc, but you can't make copies of it and sell it. That's
I bought the movie, so I got it. That's so beautiful. Wait, look at another video. That's so good.
Are you sure?
Hold up.
The simple sounds make it like so lively. Oh my god. Oh, you gotta add like a montage to it.
Maybe I should just sound.
Man.
That's so good.
Those two sounds are not overlap. Interesting.
They overlap or no?
The two sounds are not overlap.
Cool, now just add some Google Ads to it. It's good to
That's
go.
interesting because it should just go by block, right? Like it should.
If you get
I
so
don't
many
know how
points, you
sound-
get an
This is way sound to stop
Banana
playing
game
the-
too.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Terrible.
I don't know how it works in Pygame, but since those two sounds are allowed to overlap, surely
Yeah.
you can have the same sound overlap with sound.
I think
Definitely doesn't have
They
freedom. It's not a real
won't
game.
Make sure that
It's
sound
not a real
plays
game. Nope.
and
No
sound
cash
plays.
off. Doesn't.
I mean, or it would stop the whole program, right?
The thing automatically plays
Well,
for
the
an
sound
hour
plays
if you
within
spend.
multiple frames.
It's
right?
like, please insert credit card
Within
to
the
play.
first frame, and the second
Insert
sound
credit
triggers the
card
second
for
frame,
play.
it's still within a second.
For
so-
credit.
Let's.
It gives this timer set only to like a second.
Are you really gonna copy?
Oh, yeah, that'd be
this
good.
song? Yeah, keep going.
Insert another.
I saw you wander over to download Sid.
No, why would I do that?
Yeah, I was like, please don't.
So, okay. Ryan, you said V3?
Yep.
Where's V3?
It should be named V3.
Get wrench.
Yeah, it was race game
Literally
v.
wizards.
No, wait, it's not pushed.
Oh. Hmm?
It's not here. I don't see V3
That's
here.
main.
Oh, that's because it's on a test branch and not on main.
Oh, V3 is a folder within test.
Yep.
Or
Where is it?
Oh, no, it's on, not on test, it's on robot, yeah, that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
sorry,
you.
yeah,
Oh,
it
it's
was on
just-
robot.
So the branch is robots play.
Yeah, that's just a default name and I never
Just
renamed
the
it.
branch and then keep calling. No, no. Just get check out. No, the branch to like listen.
No, check out. Okay. So run V3, that's it, right?
Yep.
Alright, so this is Ryan's game. He created a Formula F1 racer with drifting, and he has some crazy like mathematical stuff going on. There's this crazy function that I'm gonna show you right here. If you can tell me what this does.
Yeah, I
like
can
two
go over
bucks.
that pretty
It's
quickly.
just a center.
Yeah, High Game has a weird, like, error that it has in it, where if you rotate anything at intervals besides 90 degrees, it will rotate it, but it will move it downwards into a corner. So this is just a function that I wrote where it corrects it by moving the actual center of the image. So it recenters the image based on how much you rotate.
So if you want to take a video of this.
Yep.
You want to tell how you're rendering the screen and stuff?
Yes.
When you
Wait,
have-
can we add sound to this? This would be so cool.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah, just like.
It's the content button.
yeah. So
Wait,
this,
Right, do you have a variable for the speed?
Man, that
Oh,
looks
yeah,
just
it's
like
like this
RC
A.
Pro Am.
I don't have it shown in my little readout, but there actually is a variable for speed. It's acceleration, and it's tied to how long you press the W key. If you stop pressing the W for a second and just let it,
Okay.
it will
actually
actually.
grab two sound files, one like high pitched and one not high pitched, and like play them regarding the speed. Please,
I
not
mean,
make like.
I mean, if you want it to sound good, you have to figure out how to modulate the sound based on the speed.
Right.
Exactly.
The
Just
volume,
two of them will be
like,
good.
pitch
Fully
acceleration.
It's not, yeah, it's not just volume, you want it to be pitch. Because when it's going slow, you want to go, but when it's going fast, you want to go.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you need it to actually modulate the pitch based on speed. That'd be a good challenge.
Yeah, that's actually.
Switch the pitch and now you're cool.
Okay, that's too much.
Okay, free sound. Where is it?
Just do, you know what you could do? Just find one that's like car stalling, car driving, and then.
Got it?
If acceleration is like, if the W key's not pressed, play stalling, and if it is pressed, play like the one going. That'd be so cool.
No Kia.
Idle and revving.
Yeah, I would
Not
rub it
race
exactly.
car. You're getting just like idle car noises.
I don't know.
You look like,
It's just car idle, that's a car idling.
The drive-by.
No, that's called
No way.
Right.
8-bit racing.
Ooh.
Actually,
That was good. That was
actually,
good. It's so
But yeah, there's more like audio engineering stuff you have to do with this.
Dude, but
Yeah.
please find one stalling.
I'm one that's like stalling.
Yeah, so when the W key's not pressed, you play stalling.
Let me create another.
Assets.
I might add one to where like when you start drifting, because there's a movement function, but the car also has an inertia. So if you start turning, your car is still going to be going in a direction, and it will slowly correct as you, over a few seconds. And I was going to make this like go slower if it was tied to time.
Yeah.
So you would start drifting more. But I couldn't do that because
BC.
I failed at math.
I mean, you got time to fix it. don't
Oh
worry.
yeah, definitely. I was actually thinking of some stuff earlier this morning on how I could fix it. It's just, it was a little janky the first time I made it. There's actually like a relic of it in the file.
I got a question.
to road and
Yep.
the great stuff is, but you like code like the
Collision.
yeah, collision.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about making like an area, the gray area be its own like mask
Mm.
and have that as like collision. But then I figured out something. Hiking doesn't like any image with a void in it. So like, you know, in like some, if you like download an image off of the online, there's like the square background.
Yeah, the PNG files.
Yeah. If it has anything like that, it will lag incredibly hard. Like there's a version
You
in
can't
here.
just load like a circle in the middle of the thing and make it collide with it if you touch it.
Oh yeah, I was
Just
thinking about
wrap
that.
around the circle.
Yeah, that I definitely
What
do.
you can do to work around the image thing is you can draw like a line with Python along the edge so that it's
Mhm.
line.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The other thing is you can map the coordinates and instead of using their built-in collision stuff, just say if it hits like
Mhm.
set.
Yeah, that's what I was actually thinking. It's just I would have to get.
It'll take a while.
Yeah. It wouldn't actually take too long because I have the basic image and I know like the size of it. It's exactly 500 pixels wide by 500 pixels tall, mainly for scaling.
That's nice.
But yeah. But besides that, I was thinking about just a fast way to do it. Because if I do it fast, I can make a lot more maps and then have a simple way of doing it than getting all the coordinate points. But that's a story for another time. Yeah, I was actually thinking if I could check to see if the car, if it was ever touching a color. I don't know if iGame has a function for that. And it was just, yeah.
You have to define an object with that color.
Mm.
But if it's just an image, then you put something.
Oh my god. It's a Porsche.
Wait, what happened to?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's in the main loop. My bad,
Yeah.
my bad, my bad, my bad. But then no, it's supposed to be.
But,
the main loop.
okay, so it's like, where's the condition for is if W is being pressed?
This one is if key.
No, not left, not right.
Up.
Up.
Sorry,
Okay.
this one, right?
So.
Oh yeah, that's the error acceleration.
Okay, is that checking if it's pressed or is that
Yeah, that's
checking?
checking if pressed.
So if it's checking if it's down, not if it was pressed. Like not if it was.
Yeah.
Okay. So add an if not, like else. No. Like an else basically, like right after it. You have to get. Wait, hold on.
You messed it up.
Space. Yeah. What's the L for?
Else
Is
is.
space.
Yeah, else if. That's how they.
Yeah, no. I know what it is, but like,
Ah.
what's it for? Like,
Oh,
what's-
that's else if. That's if you hit handbrake.
Oh, you have a handbrake?
Yeah, technically, because you can back up, but it will start backing up. The handbrake is just you press it and it will go to 0 and not backwards.
Yeah, like, cool. Just do.
Yeah, I was thinking about making it like do some funny stuff, which is start drifting with it. But I haven't figured out how to do that.
How do you put this on?
It's by game. I think it's by game.
That was honestly beautiful. Watching history as full. It's wonderful.
Not sound.
Oh yeah, this thing was a whole entire. I could have a hero's journey.
And then I have
When I was there,
You're
I
Yeah.
want to have the Mitchell Drake now. By Power Druid.
I decided to change my movement system. Notice that Pygame does forked up stuff with rotation. Spends a whole entire night trying to fix it. Actually, I think it took like a couple days to figure out.
But then you wanna change the volume?
Where you don't succeed by
I already have card on.
Oh no, that's been a long one, yeah.
Wait, how is it racing on the H1?
It's because we haven't the else.
Oh, I put in the wrong one.
Oh, you have it backwards.
All different.
Wait, where we put this? This is okay. This is racing.
Racing. So if it's moving, it's racing. If it's idle.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also like pause
Oh, good.
So I think.
It's alright, wait, try this one, I think it might work.
Try this one first.
Cause it's just a while. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you can pause.
So it's on the island first, alright, and then you pause it.
But then you need to check it if it's.
I like how those sticks are part of the
Pause it
process.
over there.
So it's
You could make
Like making a fire
sound,
part.
and then I can pause the sound up here.
If it's not, oh, you're right. It might throw an error because it's not working.
Damn, it didn't charge at all.
Let's see.
That's funny.
Oh,
Oh! Oh!
Let me get a video. This is beautiful.
Oh! Bro!
Can you make on the spot?
Live debugging.
It kind of goes, even though the sound's off, it kind of goes with it still.
Oh, start from either.
Bro, that's actually kind of good. That's really
I'm locking in right now, bro.
No, you're locked in.
Donuts.
Oh, now you ruined the immersion.
Oh,
This is sick, this is sick, this is cool. You want me to do a pull request to this or what?
Dude, just
Sure,
leave
just
it.
name it like V4 or something.
Just
Yeah, it's going to have a lot of V's.
say a low bar.
I just keep it, I just keep it
Other
to
projects.
anybody wants to share their projects for now?
Are there any on the thread?
I think, Lynn has one, right?
Huh?
Then was this the same one? Yeah. I think it's-
Yeah, no, we're in the same group.
Yeah, same with, this is my old one, I think this was like 20, last year.
No, I have nothing.
Practically?
I mean, I had some from the first day,
I don't think I have it here, I think I moved it.
but I haven't been.
No, no,
I haven't had time to work on. I had a couple
Here.
assets, a title, but I didn't ever
Yeah,
get to.
I tested, I tried, using a video game on this computer and it, so, yeah, instead of Python, it's Pi for some reason.
On this computer or?
That's weird, so it's like my mouse.
Oh yeah, my computer does that too.
Yeah, I think it's the new update or something, I don't know why.
Oh yeah, I think it's like Windows. It thinks that PY is for normal. Python, it thinks
It's
is
for
the
do-
Windows.
Wait.
No, I think it's for the Windows
I
instead.
think you have to change the alias, you have to change the name.
Oh.
so-
Maybe.
Yeah. But this is like last year. And all the assets are online, so just grab them. I have yet to add some.
It needs sound. Just do like, look up Nintendo music and just play anything, bro. Like, it'll work.
Let me see what other, Mario
Fire
Maker.
yourself out from the top of the game.
Okay,
We're good.
that's cool. Yeah, you guys wanna check out these projects on the GitHub and try running them, creating some cooler like extensions to it, like adding sound or like some other project. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Just get close.
Round of
Yes.
applause.
Yeah, great project, guys. The sound just made it like 10 times better.
Yeah, it gives it more like a lively.
It makes it, yeah, it makes it like come alive.
That's,
Alright, so it is time, so if anybody needs to go, just feel free to go. We're gonna stick around a little bit more, like for like 5 more minutes to record a video.
Sure, as long as it's not too long, I thought it was relatively soon.
Okay, so